somebody's going to do something that's going to take them 1 hour and they're going to get $20 for it versus someone else with the same thing get $250 for it, they'll never get that ROI anywhere else. And as long as you're paying them more and offering more, then they're doing their main thing. They'll do it for you.
Ever wonder why your digital content is falling flat? Like you're doing all the things you think you should be doing, but it's not translating into online sales? Well, there's a reason for that. Your marketing strategy and communication strategy is probably boring. So if you're ready to unlock more sales and stand out in a saturated market, join me for my Magnetic Marketing Masterclass. I'll show you my 4-step system that has helped thousands of jewelry business owners grow thriving, profitable businesses. It's free for a limited time. So head on over to flourishthriveacademy.com/magnetic marketing. Have you ever wondered how certain brands seem to have no problem getting user-generated testimonial content that they turn into viral style videos that tell a story that end up exploding your brand? Even if you haven't thought about this, this is an amazing way for you to get exposure for your jewelry business using content that your customers actually create for you. And so today in this episode, I interview my dear friend, Phil Vilk, where we're going to talk a little bit more about creating viral style testimonial videos and using your customers as the creators to help grow your brand. Now, Phil is the founder of Creative Launch. He is a genius. He's helped me create some incredible videos for Flourish and Thrive Academy, and I'm excited to share his knowledge and wisdom and creativity with you as well. If you don't know me, I'm Tracy Matthews. I'm the Chief Visionary Officer of Flourish and Thrive Academy and the host of the Thrive by Design podcast. If you're watching this episode on YouTube, make sure that you are subscribed to our channel and that you click that little notification bell so that you know when our next episodes drop. All right, let's dive into this episode with Phil Vilk. Well, I'm very excited to have my friend Phil Vilk on the show today. Phil, welcome.
Good to have you.
I am so excited to talk to you today because we're going to be talking about user-generated content and how to use that to grow your e-commerce store. And I originally technically met you. I knew you through friends, but I technically met you at a business event a while ago, and you were talking to me about your process for curating user-generated content. And I'm like, I have to have you on the podcast. And you're like, not yet. And so then you did some user-generated content videos for me. And I'm like, are you ready yet? Because we have to do this. So the videos were so good. So I'm excited to have you here. Tell us a little bit about your background. Like, how did you get into creating a creative agency that does user-generated content?
I hate agencies myself, so this was a surprise to me. But my previous world was in the brand side, doing marketing for an e-commerce store. And my biggest pain point was agencies. None of them were enjoyable to work with. None of them cared about the product. None of them cared about the customer. They were all short-term oriented, thinking about profit and cash. And every business I talked to while being in the brand world had the same problems and issues and feedback. And I told myself I'll never start an agency. And then this accidentally happened where I went on this little backpacking trip in Europe trying to find the next big thing. And I thought I was in this crazy software company and this product, but it turned out to be a service business because every single person I knew asked me to make them ads or run the ads for them. And I had this process of creating user-generated content from their existing content. And I would just help people out for free and eventually became a business. So now we're here doing UGC for others, but it was an accidental business to create.
That's so awesome. So I know that you worked for an e-commerce company. What kind of results were you seeing with them creating these user-generated content videos? And we're going to talk a little bit more about that too. So why did you go all in on the UGC? I'm going to say it the right way instead of transposing the letters.
So it was a total accident also. All the content originally in the advertisements were founder-led. So the founder would do a talking head video, speak in the camera, and give me the content. I would cut that up into, a short form ad. And it was a mix of that plus production shoots plus affiliates or influencer videos. And the problem with all three of them was they were inconsistent. It depended on the energy of the founder. One day, if he didn't want to record and I needed the content, then I didn't have ads. Or in a production, I had to schedule everything, make product, hire, photographers. And with influencers, you have to ship the product, hope that the video is good, go back and forth with them. And I just wanted a reliable way of where do I get content from that's high quality. And I was always trying to make everything around the customers. And I found that the customers is the most neglected piece of the business, which is the most important piece of the business. And how do you bring them into the business? And I just started crowdsourcing videos from them, leveraging them in the ads, paying them for submitting us the content, and that became the whole kind of video editing stack.
Wow, that's so cool. It seems to me, I've done a lot of testimonial. We call them testimonial videos over here. And so when you posted something in the business group that we're in, you're like, "Hey, I'm going to compile some videos for people. Does anyone want to test this out?" And I'm like, just because I know you, I'm like 100% yes, like let's do this. And you were so generous and kind to help me. And the videos, when I saw them, I started crying. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the results we've gotten for people. It's so amazing to hear because they tell a story. And that's something like I feel like a good user generated content video takes people on a journey or tells a story. Like, how do you frame that when you're creating user generated content, or how do you even figure out like how to curate that?
So there's a question, how do you get the best videos from the
Yeah,
customers?
like how do you get the best videos?
By not telling people what to say. I think the problem in the industry is everyone's telling everyone, just say these 5 talking points about my product. And they're not genuine because it's not the reason people actually buy the product. And you've probably experienced this when you do a customer interview with
Yeah.
student results. Everyone will talk about their own personal journey within your product. And it's always surprising. Like people had a huge transformation with the product. And
Mm-hmm.
if you have a t-shirt company or a jewelry brand, or, you sell drinks online, as in like say hydration drink, there's a
Mm-hmm.
transformation product there or a moment. And it's just letting people tell their own story, why they became the customers, why they like the product, why are they rebuying the product. And it's not putting words in someone's mouth. I think that's the
Right.
reason why it works is everyone's always asking for like, what's the question I should ask? And, when do you send the message to the customer, to all those different buzz stuff. And at the end of the day, just let the customer speak for themselves and they'll tell you the truth.
So you don't guide your clients at all in what to ask their customers?
Very loose. So the thing I tell everybody is to ask, what impact has the product done for them in those loose
Mm,
terms? What was the reason for buying the product? And would you recommend the product? And as long as they're not yes or no questions, and you let people have unlimited space to write, typically they'll tell you a story if you allow them to listen. And
wow.
the key to this though is you want to incentivize the customers. That's the key
Okay.
piece, and I'm sure you probably have questions on that as well. But
So what is like can't you is it okay to like pay people for their video? Because is there, I don't know. I just always thought that that was like out of, not maybe out of integrity or out of like the laws of what you could do.
yeah, so I'll preface, I'm not an attorney. This is not financial advice, or I don't know what word to say before saying this, but there's a big difference between paying for a promotion and somebody's not a customer and somebody actually buying your product. They technically paid you first, and you're just
Okay.
paying them for the rights to repurpose it. And the key thing, and I would advise anybody that's doing this, is speak with their attorney and have them draft to terms and conditions. So when somebody uploads a video, they acknowledge that you have the rights, that you can advertise with it
Okay.
and you can post it on social media. But if the customer asks for it to be removed, then you'd remove it. It's out of integrity on both sides.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that works. So when we do a video release when we have someone do a testimonial video. So I guess guessing that's like the same thing.
Same thing, yeah.
hmm Okay. Cool. So like what kind of compensation are we looking at to like pay a customer?
This depends on the business, and we can kind of workshop an example, maybe for your business or one of
Yeah.
your clients' businesses. But
Sure.
I've experimented with Visa gift cards, free product, gift cards, store credit, and the best one has been store credit because as
Mm,
a product owner, as a business owner, your cost of goods is typically lower than buying
right.
somebody else's product. And if I was to give you up to $250 in store credit to Flourish and Thrive, for example, let's say you're selling, earrings, that can get you more product as me as a customer that I can then gift to somebody else and then give another testimonial video. And you create this viral mechanism where customers
Wow.
feel like they're earning more than had they gotten a $20 Amazon gift card because everyone's always undercompensated. And if you just give to the customers, they give back to you.
I love that. So You give them a store credit. Like what do you is there a specific amount, or does it really depend on the store?
So the sweet spot that I found when I was back at the company was $250 in store credit up to. So if the video hit a certain criteria where there was genuine, it was, high definition, it didn't feature, there was an unboxing, it showed the logo, I would give $250. If it was missing a couple of those things, it was $100. And then if it was okay, then it was 50. But if somebody scripted it, I wouldn't give them any store credit because
Oh, really?
they were faking it, and I would let them know ahead of time or after reviewing. But the $250 store credit was 5 free products effectively for someone.
Wow. That's huge. That could be like a whole piece of jewelry too.
Yeah,
Depending on the
and
price
then,
point. Yeah.
and the way to calculate this is who is a typical customer. If you're, somebody who's you just have to quantify what their price per hour is. If somebody's going to do something that's going to take them 1 hour and they're going to get $20 for it versus someone else with the same thing get $250 for it, they'll never get that ROI anywhere else. And as long as you're paying them more and offering more, then they're doing their main thing. They'll do it for you.
When they upload it, is there like some sort of tech platform that they're uploading it to? Like you send them the parameters, like shoot it on your phone probably, or are you asking them to shoot it in a high definition video, like with a professional camera?
Great question. I actually think lower resolution cameras are better because those look more authentic.
Real. Yeah.
However, with phones getting better cameras,
Yeah.
it might look some more scripted, but I think everyone overcomplicates a tech stack. You just need to have a place where someone could submit a form and where you can compensate someone. What kind of platform are people usually on?
Most of the people that we work with, their website is Shopify, so they would probably have to have something uploaded to, like they're using like Google Docs and Dropbox, or like lower barrier to entry tools. They're not like super intense, but you could just upload it to a Google Drive or something like that. Or
Using Jotform. I'm not affiliated
okay,
with them anyway, but
yeah.
Jotform has the best capacity for an upload. They can do up to a gigabyte. And the problem with Google Drive is you have to sign in when you upload a file. With Jotform, you can
Oh,
upload
that's right.
directly to it. And they have the functionality for the terms and conditions. There'll be an option for like scrollable terms and conditions, then free form questions. And I just ran it that way. I would just send people to a Jotform and then on submit, this is a little hack. When somebody submitted the Jotform with the user testimonial video, they would go to a page on the website saying join our referral program. So somebody who just
Oh.
submitted a testimonial video is more incentivized to want to become an affiliate for you because they like your product. And you kind of double down on the customer.
Okay, so this is how it works. Set up Jotform. We've had that before. We have Jotform and Typeform. I think we have both of them. Is there a difference between them? Do you know?
It's just like the user interface difference. Typeform is like one of those multi-step functions, and
Okay.
Jotform is a single page.
Okay. Yeah, that's the difference. So set up a Jotform that will allow you to upload the video. So do the videos land inside of Jotform then, and you download them from there, or
Yep,
somewhere
exactly.
else? Okay. You can add your terms and conditions. It redirects you. You can redirect it to a sign up as an affiliate or a referral partner page. So you're hitting them at like all the different steps.
Exactly.
I just remembered the question that I forgot to ask you. You mentioned something about like allowing the customer to withdraw like later if they decide that they don't want to use the video anymore. I remember you sharing with me some of the things that you have like parameters and requirements to get a good video that the chances of them clawing back are much less. And do you remember what you talked about in this? Like you had some parameters and rules.
Around what? Can you repeat that
So I
again?
think one of the things is like you're like no kids in the background. So do you want to talk about that? Like some of like the setup, like because people don't want their kids in an ad like all around the internet, right?
Yeah, I'm pulling this up right now so I can actually read it off. So I had 7 parameters. First one was video resolution, and it was either high definition or grainy/blurry. I always wanted high definition. And then the second quality of the video was, did somebody remove the product from the bag? Third one was, was there a reaction? Meaning, was somebody crying, laughing, ecstatic, or was it just like, cool, I got it,
Yeah.
cool product? Fourth one was when they submitted the video with like questions, was it like love the product, cool, nice, or was it a well written review that I can use, as a
Right.
testimonial? Then did they unbox the product? which is similar to the product from the bag, was a video longer than 30 seconds. So duration of video was important to me. And the most important one was there no children in the video? Because if a parent is submitting the video and not thinking it's going to go in advertisements, as a brand, you don't want to advertise somebody else's child without their
Yeah.
consent. And I wouldn't want to run that either. I'd want to run people that are buying the product, not children in there.
Yeah. It's smart. I mean, there's so many dangers of having
Yeah.
children in your stuff in general with everything that's going on in the world. Okay, so let's run through that really quickly. Can you run through it one more time? So have to take high resolution.
Yep. Is there unboxing or in the video?
Okay.
Is there is yeah, so unboxing, video resolution. Is there a product? I would say remove product from bag and unboxing are the same thing. So we can just consolidate that. Was there a reaction from the product?
Mm-hmm.
When somebody submitted the supporting questions, was there more than 3 words describing it? So it wasn't like, I love this. It was a full story. And video length was longer than 30 seconds. And lastly, no children in the videos.
Okay. And what's the ideal length time, do you think, for a user generated video? Do you have a cap on how long they can do it?
No, it can be, I mean, you don't want it to be too short and you don't want it to
Yeah.
be too long. Usually there's going to be a good 10-second segment within there.
Mhm.
So if you're a product gifting business, like a giftable product, that unboxing reaction is that aha moment, and you want to capture that. So for a jewelry business, it could be somebody who's unboxing the package and they see
Right.
it for the first time, and it can be 2 parts of the aha moment when they first see it in the packaging, and then it could be when they put it on themselves and they see how they look in them. And those 2 moments would be great to catch.
So how do you prep someone to like shoot this video like when they're just unpacking the box for the first time? Or they usually like repack it and
Simplest way, on the order confirmation page, in the post-purchase emails, in any communication with the customer post-purchase, just tell them right away. Tell them what you'll be offering them and to make sure to get that on camera because it's no effort from them. They're already unboxing the package. Might as well get
yeah,
paid for it.
this is true. I'm like, how would I do that? Because like number one, I don't read email. And number two, number two, we get so many packages. Like I just like start like ferociously opening them. But I guess you could kind of like do it later. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like, because I want to do this for people. I think it would be fun to just be like in someone's user generated content video.
The One of the best things I learned about having a product business is the unboxing experience has a 100% open rate. So whatever you put inside of the package will get seen. So if
Yep.
you don't read emails, if you put a handwritten letter from the founder in the video, they're going to see it.
Yep. That's
So that can
smart.
work too.
So handwritten letter to get them to open it, catch the reaction, do the whole thing. Okay, that's awesome. So once you have these videos, what's the best way to use them? Like, are you editing them? Are you compiling them together? Is it a combination or like, what's the best way to use it?
Yeah, that's a great question as well. For me, what I would tell anybody is to integrate that in all parts of the business, in the organic social media,
Mm-hmm.
in emails, in ads. So if you want to use social proof, you can put it on the website as well, on the reviews page. But the lowest hanging fruit is to use it in the advertisements because most people's content is focused on active influencers or founder talking heads, and using customers just diversifies it a bit more.
Yeah. So when when you're making these for your clients, do you take a bunch of the different types? Like let's say you had like 5 amazing user generated content videos from different customers. Do you compile them into one video like to tell a story or do you just run one at a time?
I like to do compilations. I think those typically will outperform from the tests that we've done because
Mm-hmm.
there's a subtle element of social proof. When you have 7 to 10 different people saying the same thing in a different way and they all seem genuine, it comes off a different way versus if it's one person who seems like they're an affiliate or brand ambassador for the company and they're compensated for it.
Right.
People can sense through BS, especially now in social
I
media, and
know.
they want authenticity and everyone's craving it. And the reason you felt a certain emotion when you saw the videos was because that was real. Like your customers actually had the transformation. But
Right.
if you paid me to, give you a testimonial, you'd be like, oh, cool, it's another video, but it wouldn't feel genuine.
Yeah. I mean, it is really remarkable to see like everyone saying the same thing in a row. So we have the steps here. So the first thing is like invite them to create the unboxing video from the first step when they get the order confirmation. So they get it in the email. Then when they get the package, put a handwritten note inside of the package, also telling them to document it, maybe with the incentive of what they get if they want to do an unboxing video. Then, so you said all those steps when you're sharing all those steps. Are all those steps like don't have your kids in it, high quality, unbox? Are all those things inside of that first welcome email?
No, and I haven't tested including that. It's more of parameters of what I would approve before it ever facing the public of, going
Oh,
on
I
social
see.
media. It
Okay.
was more of an internal matrix.
Okay. So you're not telling the customer that.
No, but I think I've never tested that, and I think that would be worthwhile for testing. I would always have an examples page, and I would show what videos I liked from customers.
Okay. Okay, awesome. So confirmation email, there's a handwritten note inside the box, great packaging because unboxing is everything. Immediate reaction, that's cool. And then incentivizing people for actually uploading their unboxing video by giving them store credit has been the best way. Basically just saying like, hey, if you create this. So when you're communicating this with the customer, do you say, because you said it depends on how good the video is, like 50 to 250 or whatever for the compensation. How do you determine that and grade it? I mean, obviously, I know you have your internal compass, but how do you communicate that to the customers?
So in the past, I have not done a good job with that. I have not solved like how I would resolve this if I was to do this again is the matrix that I have internally. Like I have a spreadsheet, and I can share this with the viewers if that'd be helpful for
Okay,
them.
great.
But I would have a criteria. So in this case, I would score a video that has an unboxing 10 points, and the video doesn't have an unboxing 5 points, and it's out of 100. And then if the video is longer than 30 seconds, it's 20 points. And if it's under 10 seconds, it's 5 points. And I would compile that if it's within 75 to 90 points, it's $100 in store credit, 50 to 74 points, it's $50 in store credit, under 50 points, $0. And if there's a kid in the video, it automatically disqualifies everything. So it's kind
Okay.
of like a weighted thing there. But to simplify this, I would put a video examples page saying, here's what videos that have earned $250 I've done. Here's the videos that have earned $100 I've done, $50 I've done. That's what I've done in the past. Is that?
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. It's such a great idea. And I feel like it's a really easy thing to also implement and execute to make it super simple because you can automate the email responses with the form and the pages and everything like, oh, we'd love your feedback. This could be like literally in your post purchase sequence. And you're sending people directly to a page of good videos. This is a way for you to build amazing social proof. And then you could also edit the videos in a way that tell a story where there's multiple people in it. And, people see it and they're like, oh my gosh, I need to have this product. Or like, this changed my life because of this, or this did this, which is incredible. I love that. So if someone is just starting out and they want to try to emulate this on their own, like maybe they don't have a budget to hire an agency like you, what would you say the best place to start is?
To start collecting or to start repurposing the content or both?
Both.
So to start collecting, I mean, the simplest thing is if you're a small business, you're the founder of the business, just personally reach out to every customer and people will respond to you. But especially the small business, people are buying because they want to support you. So people will
Mm-hmm.
naturally want to make a video just in that regard. But if you're a
Yeah.
scaling business that people see everywhere, they don't feel that human connection to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would still set up a flow post purchase, do the handwritten letter, have them submit the form to a drop form, which is completely free. It won't cost them anything.
Yep.
And I would just start posting that on social media. And assuming they have the consent, another hack to do is if you have an email list, do a weekly email on a Wednesday saying, meet Tracy, like meet Tracy's story or see Tracy's story. And here was Tracy before buying our product and here's Tracy after. And you just link them to that video on your website or you link them to that post. And it's an excuse to do a marketing email that doesn't feel like marketing. You're just sharing somebody's story.
Mm-hmm.
And people love hearing everyone else's story. It's like when you buy a B2B product, people want to read case studies for an extra sense of security of why they're buying from this company. And for a B2C company, people buy from people that they're like. And if they see somebody that they resonate with, like let's say mom of two who bought this product and they're just like them. They're going to buy for that reason. And each week you can feature a different customer, different segment of a customer.
I'm going to use this for my business. Actually, this is a great idea. We do a lot of case studies and testimonials, but or like customer stories. But we put them in email, and it's like if you just do the video and you have like a thumbnail of the video on there, they can click the video, and then it takes them to a page to listen to the video. And you can
Exactly.
have more text on that page, but you're like getting them out of the email then.
Exactly. 100%. You can go, the little hack here is if you drop it into Wistia, you can do an automated thumbnail and it'll be like a 3-second GIF of the video playing. So if people in the email think it's a playable video, so they click on it, which
Yep.
takes them to the website. So
You could also do this inside of, I know that it works inside of Vimeo because that's what we use. You can create a little GIF for the video, which is awesome.
yeah, I
Oh
can
my
give you
gosh.
another little hack with collecting the videos outside of the post-purchase
Yeah.
flows. Another really good piece of real estate in the kind of touch points with customers is when you do customer service, in the moment everyone's always reading a customer service response from the team. And when somebody's satisfied with the service, they always get that, how would you rate my service?
Yeah.
You can hyperlink underneath the agent's name saying, if you liked the product, please leave us a review here or send us a video
Oh,
or an up to
wow.
$250 store credit and just send people to that form because they're happy with the service and you're offering them more incentive to be even happier.
Oh, that's so great. I love that. So if someone is like, I can't deal with doing this on my own and I want someone to do it for me, how can they connect with you and how do you work with people?
Well, first I would say, why can't you do it? Because it's pretty simple. You just set up a couple pages and it runs on its own. My company doesn't really help people collect user generated content. We help them
Mhm.
repurpose it.
Yep.
But the collecting is better if the brand does it because they own that
Mhm.
communication point with the customer.
So if someone wanted to come with you and have you edit all their videos and make amazing ads or amazing social proof content, how do they do that? Maybe that's a better question to ask.
Yeah, simple. Just go to our website and then just request a demo. And we can see kind of what the content looks like. And we're really selective who we work with because a lot of the brands have fake content with fake influencers, and we don't feel that we don't want to manipulate what people are saying to make it seem authentic because it's
Hmm.
not the kind of marketing we want to do. So yeah, just we can see what people's content looks like, see if we're a fit.
I love it. Phil, thank you so much for being here today. This has been awesome. Can you share your website and where people can stalk you on the internet
Sure.
in a good way?
Cre- creativelaunch.io.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for being here today.
Cool. Thank you.
Are you ready for consistent, predictable jewelry sales? Our signature program, Laying the Foundation, is open for enrollment. This program has changed the game for thousands of jewelry business owners. We'll show you how to become a magnet for new dream clients and turn them into loyal, raving fans with our desired brand effect framework. Whether you have a side hustle and want to bring in some extra income to pay the bills, take your family on vacation, or just have a little bit more fun, or build a 6-figure full-time brand, this program is the exact formula that you need to thrive. Head on over to flourishthriveacademy.com and join us before enrollment closes. Thank you so much for listening to the show today. This is Tracy Matthews signing off. Until next time, if you haven't done so yet, make sure that you pick up my best-selling book, The Desire Brand Effect, Stand Out in a Saturated Market with the Timeless Jewelry Brand. I got a copy right here. It is an amazing book for jewelry business owners who want to launch, grow, and scale their businesses. Plus, I share with you the foundations of how to create a magnetic brand for your jewelry business. All right, pick it up on Amazon or wherever books are sold. Ciao for now.